Glendain, and welcome to the project pile number 58. So yeah, my name is Gilde. This is my podcast called the project pile because I have projects and they are in piles all over the place. I also have yarn in piles and boxes and bags. So yes, I'm a yarnaholic. Let's just get that out of the way. Probably happiest that I've been in like decade or something. So yes, this is my project pile. This is a podcast about yarn, about knitting, crocheting, anything else about fiber related. Like if I buy books, magazines, or find patterns that I want to share with you, I will do so. I also do tend to talk a bit about weather because it affects everything that I do. Like when it's heavy raining or heavy snow, that affects the uploading time. Slows everything down. Talk about snowing. Today is the 1st of May, 2021. The past week has been a little bit chilly, like not cold, like I will not call it, +2 and 3 and 4. Like that's not cold, that's chilly. Celsius, mind you. So the past week has been, it's been clear. Like it's been cold, it's been chill, not cold, I just said that. It's been chilly and it's been like that's windy, so it hasn't been like the most pleasant, but the weather has been nice and it's been clear. When I woke up this morning and drew my curtains, it was white. It snowed last night. Like dang, it's April, but it's Iceland, so it's snowing right now. Like, ugh. Can it be summer yet? But yeah. So that's that. Still have an eruption on the southwestern part of Iceland. Speaking of the eruption, we still have the live feed, so I'm probably gonna link that down below because listen, it's 2021. It's 2021, and we have live stream from an active an active volcanic eruption live on television and YouTube. Is like probably Facebook as well. Like I wouldn't be surprised, but who would have thought? Who would have thought? It's weird. Like it's kind of weird how was normal like 2 months ago isn't normal today. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of distractions today. It's weird. But yeah, normal, subjective. But yeah, let's be done with that chatting. Let's chat about yarn and knitting and crocheting and finished objects. So you may have seen my one and only tutorial video. I finally made a tutorial on how to make these like very simple, easy, quick to make crochet netted shawls. So I did finish the shawl that I started to make for that video, and I'm used up the entire pack of the Irish Fantasia, because then you get these big nice juicy shawls that you can just kind of disappear into. I did start on the second pack. Start on the brown ones. And like I've only finished one skein. I started on the second, but like you still get this nice little kerchief. Like from a single skein you get such a nice little kerchief. Like I prefer making shawls because I like shawls, but it's a nice little size. I'm not entirely sold on this brown color. I'm not the biggest fan of brown, but it really looks nice on the viewfinder though. Looks really nice. I feel like it's a little bit darker in real life. But yeah, still quite nice. And honestly, these two are the only things I've been working on this past week. Like, I didn't even touch my wish shawl. It's still just sitting pretty in my little basket and just waiting. I'm on a crocheting shawls binge right now, so so I'm actually pretty happy about how many videos I managed to make this past week. It's been like, I mean, last weekend we had the tutorial and then the project pal number 57. Yesterday I actually released my 12th ice yarn haul. I made 12 hauls so far, just with ice yarns, and just the colors. Like, I've put most of them away. I've actually been productive as well. Seeing how I got the yarn on Tuesday, but again, Tuesday was a long day. Wednesday was supposed to be a short day, and I had decided that I was going to film the unboxing then. Surprisingly, it turned into another long day. So Thursday I got a short day, and Friday as well. So I managed to shoot the whole video on Thursday. Not unboxing because, not the unboxing itself because, well, I took the package to the living room and I opened it with my mother because she had been waiting since Tuesday as well, and it was this huge package. It was 8 kilos if I remember correctly. Maybe I should have put that in the in the title as well. As I've noticed a lot of people do put the weight, particularly from ice yarns when they are doing their whole videos. I don't know. It doesn't feel important, but it's still like. Also, the thing I noticed, like they keep how do you want to put it? The way that they are packaging the yarn, I was really impressed. Like with so usually or throughout, when they are putting the packages into, just like this, they just put it in the bag and close it, or the box, and that has been mostly fine, unless there's been a bit of an accident, like with I've seen some people have had issues with their like import officials. Like sometimes they just seem to like cut into packages and then cut the yarn open and take no responsibility, which is extremely rude. I have never had that happen. I've had like, there's always like little tears, always, like I think they're just checking, like making random checks on the packaging, but I don't recall there being like a serious issue, like with some people whose yarn holes I've seen, where the yarn has been damaged. I don't think I've had that happen. I mean, yeah, I don't think that's happened with me, but this time they like put everything in 2 big clear plastic bags and then they vacuumed it. It's like, yes, that was, I'm impressed. Like, I'm pretty easily impressed. But yeah, well, I did see like another person's ice yarn haul yesterday, and I got envious because, well, first off, gorgeous yarn that she got, but also they gave her a calendar. Why didn't I get a calendar? The jealous little child came up like, why did she get a calendar? Like, what did I do with the calendar? Anyway, like, I'm gonna link that also down below because that, I like her. Trying to remember the name because I cannot remember names and I forgot to write it down. YarnCrossing. So, based in Munich, is what YouTube tells me when I watch her videos, so German. And her style of shooting videos, like, she doesn't show her face. But how she frames her unboxing and how she shows the yarn, I like it. They're like, I like this style. It's completely different from my style. Like, I prefer being, you know, up in your face and just being here. She also has such a nice, soothing voice. So, yes, if you haven't checked her out, please do, because I like her. But yeah, I'm a little bit out of sorts, and you may notice that I'm getting distracted a lot because there's something on my mind that I need to share with you, and I'm confused. I'm a little bit poo. So on my Ice Yarns haul number 11, you won't find it. You won't find this comment there because it got immediately flagged by YouTube. I only saw it on my notifications, so that's where the screenshot comes from. And I've been giving this comment a lot of thought. Like, this comment, I'm gonna say straight away, this comment is trash. It's not really worth consideration, but we are still gonna consider it because everything about it just confused me. First off, it's not in English, as you may notice, and that is, in my mind, extremely rude. It is rude, it's disrespectful, and it is quite obvious, to me at least, it is very obvious that this person is not trying to communicate, they are venting. And I do not approve of that. This is not acceptable. I have stated, I think in pretty much every video, I am an Icelander. My national language is Icelandic. Það er það tungumál sem ég tala eðlilega, og ég meina, ég er með mína málgalla og talgalla, en íslenska er mitt móðurmál. So for this person to choose to leave a comment in a language that they can make the very justifiable, you know, assumption that I do not comprehend, is rude. They are not trying to communicate, they are just leaving a model mark, and the language that they choose to, I mean, not just the language itself, like, I'm guessing it's Italian, that's what Google told me it was, but the words, their turn of phrase actually flagged YouTube's, you know, the system. And if I want to find this comment somewhere else than just in my notification, I have to dig. And when I do finally find it and I click on it to see it, YouTube, you know, my Google is set up in Icelandic, so the pop-up is in Icelandic. So I'm not sure what the what this actually says in English, but inferring from the Icelandic, YouTube literally asked me, are you sure the language in this comment might be insulting? And like, well, yes, I don't care, because this person obviously doesn't care enough to communicate in language that I don't know I don't know anything about this person, but they choose to communicate in language that they are not communicating with me. And that kind of pissed me off, because if you're gonna leave a comment anywhere on my channel, you will do so in a manner that other people can comprehend, especially if you are apparently aiming it at me, but not at me, because you're not... I'm confused. Apparently I'm a little bit pissed off as well. I actually wrote this down because we need to talk about this comment. the system will delete it automatically in 60 days. So by the end of June, this comment will no longer exist anywhere than in this video and in my screenshots. So happy thoughts, because this kind of comment, it's useless. It's trash. So if we just go over the comment itself, and you know, because I don't speak this language, I had to use Google Translate. Google Translate to Icelandic made no sense. No. So I switched over to English, and it's marginally better. Like, it's not good, but it's marginally better. So the we got 3 sentences from this person. The first one is, for this reason more stupid. What reason? This sentence doesn't make any sense, because who are you talking to about what? It kind of feels like we are entering conversation midway, and we have no idea who is talking to whom about what. Like, are you talking about the video? Presumably. Next, sentence number 2. He. So I get misgendered as well. Thank you. Rude. He doesn't have the ability to import from a normal person. Now this sentence says, it says a lot, at the same time it says nothing. First off, I'm gonna be nice and say that this has to be a Google Translate error, that I am apparently being misgendered, because otherwise that just says a lot about the person leaving this comment. Doesn't have the ability. Do you mean financial ability? Because my credit card will argue with you. I work full-time job from 8 to 5 every single weekday, so I have my own independent income. My credit card is in good standing, and I use it responsibly, so I do have the ability to do so. If you are, however, implying that I am somehow so single-minded that I only ever buy from a single source, which honestly I do buy a lot from iSharns, but you obviously then have not checked out anywhere else from my channel, have you? Because I have also shopped from Lion Brand, America. I have shopped from There Are More and Wool Warehouse and Hobbycraft. They are based in the UK. I shop from Hobby, Denmark. Hobium, that's another Turkish-based yarn store. Hobby. I actually have another haul coming from them. Oh, they have the spring sale and it's gorgeous. Can't wait. I have shopped from Wish, China. I have shopped from eBay. I don't think I ever did that video though. I was intending to, but that yarn I also got from China, and that yarn is gorgeous, gorgeous baby yarn. I am an Icelander, so most of, a lot of yarn that I do buy actually comes from Iceland. Like Icelandic wool, lopi, einband, Ólafsstofu mostly. We also get Norwegian and Faroese yarns, and Danish yarns, like, actually, Sandsgarn, okay? Norwegian. So I don't quite understand this. I just don't understand, like, or is also just the thing to import from a normal person. The heck is a normal person? Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about, I mean, do you think they're aliens? Do you think they come from Mars or Jupiter or Venus, or, do you not think they're from Earth? Normal person, what does that mean? Do you mean Central European? Do you mean Western? What do you mean? Are you inferring that it's because they're based in Turkey? Because in case you haven't noticed, Turkey is the biggest producer of yarn in the world, followed by China. Yes, there are a lot of other yarn producers in the world based around our wonderful globe, but Turkey is the biggest producer. I mean, if we're just gonna take this wonderful, wonderful Cotton King from Hobby, absolutely gorgeous. Like, I want to make a pillow out of this. I think I have seen a pattern that it's just like delicate and so pretty, and it's just so pretty. And these colors, like this would look so lovely on my bed. But here's the thing. So I got this from Hobby. Hobby is Danish. This is their own brand. But if you look here, it's made in Turkey. Also unicorn. This gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeousness. Merino wool polyamide. It is designed in Denmark. The brand is apparently Danish. This yarn I got from Denmark, but it is made with love and dyed by hand in Turkey. So Lion brand, I think as well, they have shopped, or their yarn, it has been very much made in Turkey. There's also been another country, I think it's Lion brand who's had some of their yarn made in Indonesia and China. Like, I do not comprehend this second sentence, like, by normal people. Does anyone have any idea what this person is talking about? Because I cannot comprehend. My comprehension skills are like at minimum right now. Last sentence. And this sentence makes zero sense. They suck similar videos. So I've gone from being he to they. Okay? I mean, okay. So how am I supposed to understand this sentence? Like, are you talking about the quality of my video? Are you talking about the style of video? Are you talking about me, like, personally? Do you not like me personally? Does the existence of my whole videos somehow degrade the existence of other haul videos by other creators? Like, this comment deserves to stay in the trash bin. It deserves to disappear because it does nothing except make me very, very confused. It doesn't say anything. It offers no criticism. Because there have been very, very lovely people throughout, the past years of me making videos here on YouTube, particularly after I started making yarn videos, because apparently the yarn community here on YouTube is just, for the most part, positive, upbuilding, uplifting, kind, thoughtful, supportive, and just generally very, very nice people who I have learned a lot from. And the people who have left criticism on my videos have always been positive, kind, respectful. And your criticism has been constructive. I've been able to work with it. Like how I film, or how close I bring you guys. How when I get too excited, I start talking too fast, and I know that, and I do try to slow down. I do know that when I get very, very excited, my motor just starts running. But it has been helpful. This type of comment isn't helpful. It doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't help me. It's just bunch of hot air, and quite frankly, there's an active volcano, some 100 kilometers away from me. That's enough of hot air for me, okay? I do not need this. No one needs this type of comment, least of all you. Because, I mean, this comment does say a lot more about you than it does about me. It tells me that you are being very negative right now. It tells me that you are possibly in a very bad mental state. Wherein you are apparently watching things you are not interested in and that annoy you, you do realize that the only person suffering here is you. If you are wasting your time watching content you do not approve of, being negative, and taking the time to leave this type of comments, like, don't. If you don't like the content, exit it, avoid it, don't watch it. I'm not gonna stop making content. Okay, I'm not gonna stop making whole videos. Honestly, I'm really tempted to just buy more yarn just to spite you, but I don't care about this person. Because they don't give me anything to care about. They're just a bunch of hot air. But because I also can't quite comprehend why you would do that to yourself. If you don't like content, avoid it. If you don't like the video you're watching, close it. Go watch like cute little kittens. Like, why do that to yourself watching content that you do not approve of? Why? Because the only person you are actually impacting is yourself, and not in a very, very negative way. I just don't get it. Like, why? Why are you being so mean to yourself? Honestly. But yes. So, this comment thingy will just go into the trash where it belongs. It is in the trash, basically. And it will go the way of the world, basically. And because that's where it belongs. It says nothing, it has no context, no purpose, just... But you know, it does need to be addressed because for the most part, like the vast majority of people who have been leaving comments have been nice and positive. And honestly, just have had such a wonderful positive impact on myself. And I like that. That's what I want. Like, I don't... how to put it in words? I do not approve of comments that leave absolutely nothing. If you are writing in a language that you can infer that I do not comprehend, I'm probably gonna delete that. Okay? If you cannot communicate with me in a language that I can understand, you are not communicating with me. You are being disrespectful, and that comment will be deleted. If it doesn't get caught by YouTube, I will delete it. Same as I do with the timestamp bots. Like, that's one. Okay, ignoring everything else. Like, let's talk about these timestamp bots. They are so weird. I did not expect that when I started making videos on YouTube. Because obviously I'm a very small content creator. I did not expect having to delete comments made by bots with timestamps about sexy Asian girls. Like, what? Does anyone fall for that? Like, oh yeah, hey, here's a video with this Icelandic woman talking about yarn and knitting. Oh yeah, she must be talking about sexy Asian chicks. What? But yeah, I mean, at least those bots can make me laugh. Just... what? But yeah, honestly, this has been the one only, like, negative comment that I've gotten, and I could have skipped talking about it. I kind of want to, but at the same time I'm like, you know, no. I've gone through life being, you know, understanding. That came up with such a tone. But I've spent my whole life being what's the words I want to use? Like, giving space to people who have been negative to me and who have been like tearing me down, being negative, being poisonous, being malicious, being cruel. I mean, which frustrates me because way too many times when we are talking about people who are negative, who are poisonous, which I'm not saying that this person is that in like everyday life, but obviously if you can leave that kind of comment, you are being negative and poisonous, okay? And internet is real life. How we behave and how we express ourselves on the internet is real life. It does give a window into who we are as people. But you know, in like everyday life, throughout the decades, when I've talked about or just mentioned like this person is being mean, and the answer way too often has been, oh, they must have it so hard. They must have such a tough life. Like this happened to them, and this happened to them, and this happened to them. I'm like, basically the unspoken words that I've heard is, don't talk about them because they have it so much worse than you, and they just take it out on you because they feel bad. Like now I'm 36. I'm like, I don't care. You do not have the right to take it out on me or anyone else. You do not have that right. You do not have the right to be negative towards me or others. If you cannot communicate what it is that is making you negative, if you cannot communicate what's annoying you, don't. None of us needs this negativity. I'm being rather harsh today, dang it. I like, yeah, positivity. I'm like being like, yeah, but I need to. Because I cannot tolerate this type of behavior. I cannot. There have been too many nice people. There are too many people who are nice and positive and uplifting, and they do not deserve this type of attitude. I do not deserve it. You do not deserve it. No one deserves it. Negativity needs to be addressed. It needs to be broken down into pieces, analyzed, like why is this happening? Because a reason is not an excuse. If you're behaving this way because, well, I don't know, you bumped your foot, that is no excuse for you for kicking me, okay? If you are feeling negative because, I don't know, the cashier didn't say thank you enough, I don't know, some people behave like that, that's no excuse for you to be rude to the person in the doorway, okay? Negativity should not be spread, even when it's so very, very tempting. Like, no. We're gonna take the negativity, we're gonna break it into little pieces, we're gonna analyze it in little pieces, and then we're gonna sweep them up, and we're gonna set them on fire. Because we don't need them. What we do need is yarn. Like. We need yarn, because yarn is positive. We need to make things out of yarn, because that is positive. We need to have a conversation in a language that we can all agree on, that we can all comprehend. And we need to communicate in a respectful manner. You don't need to like me. You don't need to be my friend. But you will respect me and others. Oh, excuse me. Okay, because that's what we all deserve. We deserve to be addressed in a manner that we can comprehend. And leaving a comment that says nothing in a language that you can infer that the content creator cannot understand and needs to use Google Translate for, that is rude. And we will not tolerate it. So, yeah. You know, I think that what I deserve after rambling on like that, I don't really like rambling on like this. That's like, but I do feel better though. I do feel a little bit better, because I feel that this needs to be addressed. But hopefully we don't need to have this conversation next weekend. But yeah, so hopefully as I said, we don't need to address that again. We will let that burn in the trash that where it belongs, and instead we are going to focus on yarn. We're going to focus on positivities because that makes life better. Because honestly, I am going to continue working on my shawls because I have this brown one to finish, and I think I showed you last weekend. But I also have this grey and burgundy to work on, and this like green and I think it's black. Yeah, I think it's black, and it's gonna be so pretty and so nice. So that's probably also gonna be next weekend as well. I should finish the brown one and then start on either one of these. The goal is to finish making all my Fantasia into shawls. Continue working on the wish shawl. Should that happen? And I need to work on my lambkin because it is getting slowly steady. Like it's getting so much brighter nowadays, and that means that it's hopefully gonna be warm. Oh wait, that's gonna be make my lambkin on. Anyway, I need to finish it, and then I need to like listen. This needs to become a shawl. I don't know what kind of shawl yet, but it will become a shawl. This here, the bonbon, probably a shawl. It's gonna be so pretty. And these neon ones. What's your name again? The baby wolf design. It would be so pretty in a shawl. I know, I'm a shawlaholic. The Kunstgarn shawl. This, not sure. And I also want to, get working on the smooth fur in the red and black because I really like this colorway. So yeah, definitely not gonna be doing all this in the upcoming days, but it will take time. I'm gonna be working on it. So thanks. It's been so much fun. But yeah, so if you've been listening to me ramble and ramble and ramble, thank you. Thank you for hearing me out. Like, I needed to talk about that. Not really looking forward to it, but it needs to be addressed. So hopefully we don't need to address this type of thing again. We'll see. But that's it from me this weekend. I've been doing a lot for the past days. So as I said, I do know that my hobby order is, I think, in Reykjavik. So hopefully there will be another haul video. Maybe in the coming week. Well, otherwise, I will be here next weekend. And yeah, we'll see you then. Okay? Take care, and I'll see you next weekend. Okay? Bless, bless.